The Dallas Mavericks are going to be a playoff team. They just beat the Houston Rockets, and I know they're 3-4, but look, especially when Kristaps Porzingis comes back, this team is going to make the playoffs. So I want to hear down below in the comment section right now, what do you think the record of the Dallas Mavericks is going to be? Are they going to be a playoff team? Or are they going to have the MVP, Luka? And what is Kristaps Porzingis going to be like when he comes back? So let's hop into this video. And I want to talk about previewing with Kristaps being able to have full contact, a full participant in practice, even though we don't know when he's going to come back. Him playing for the Dallas Mavericks last year, he led them in a 4-game stretch to a 3-1 record with averages of 26.3 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks per game. And he was literally looking like the Robin to Luka's Batman. And when he comes back, this team, I really think, will be the 3 seed in the West, at least the 5th seed. And Rick Carlisle having such a great pace and space offense. I think when Kristaps is back, this team is going to be at full power. Luka had a triple-double last night, and he is continuing to look so good. And I know you could say his three-pointer's been off this year, and I get that. But Luka going into year 3 is going to continue being the dominant scorer he's shown and continue to just all around be one of the best all-around players in the league. So if we look at the team, rest of the roster, I think the area of biggest concern comes down to the center position, as Willie Cauley-Stein and Boban Marjanovic are kind of interesting due to the fact that even Dwight Powell's interesting because they haven't even been playing Boban, but it's been a rotation of James Johnson and Dwight Powell, who Dwight Powell was re-signed, and he's not a bad backup center. That's why Kristaps is great, because he's a great center, and he is perfect modern-day center. But the Dallas Mavericks have had a pretty good success with Dwight Powell being in there. He's not a dominant rebounder, but he's a guy who gets you some steals, gets you a block, and is a high-energy hustle player. Not a guy you want starting, but a guy you'd like to give 20-25 minutes a night, and he fits in good. But the key, I think, to this team becoming better is Josh Richardson, because having Tim Hardaway just focus on shooting at like the small forward or shooting guard position, whichever you want to run, because they're running Josh at the shooting guard, but like Josh just defends whoever the best offensive player is, and he's been playing pretty well. I know his 3-point shot isn't what it's like back since his Heat days. When he was on the Heat, he was about a 3-point shooter, but he's been hitting the 3-point shots. He's shown a willingness. He's been shooting at least 5 threes a game, which is awesome, and he's really showing that he's still that defender, and will be making a really big impact for this team. I think he was a good trade. Seth Curry was just a shooter, and they had a shooter in Tim Hardaway already. Obviously, Seth Curry might be better shooter than Tim Hardaway, and Tim Hardaway has had some struggles, but I like that Tim Hardaway has been shooting like 10 threes a game, which is great. The past 3 games, he's been shooting 10 threes a game. He blew up tonight, had 7 rebounds, 30 points. And that's the thing with Tim Hardaway. He's a guy who'll give you 15 to 16 points on a daily night, but he can explode to have 30-point games when Kristaps or Luka are having too much pressure, and they'll pick up the other pieces. And it's great to have guys like that. Another guy who's been really surprising to me is Maxi Kleber. He's a guy who's been showing to be a really good rebounder this season. I didn't know he'll have nights where, like tonight, he had 9 rebounds, but I never thought he'd be a good rebounder. He's been consistently having 5 rebounds a game this year, and he showed that last year, but I didn't realize how good of a rebound he is. I just thought he was kind of just a stretch 4, just a stretch guy. I never thought he was really cared for rebounding, but he isn't Mike Muscala 2.0. He's a better rebounder. He kind of reminds me of a Joe Ingles type player. And let me hear your opinions down below in the comments. Dallas Maverick fans, what do you think of Maxi Kleber? I'm a really big fan of him. A guy who I thought would be having more minutes was obviously Nate Hinton or some of these young guys, but they're really not playing any young guys. And Jalen Bronson, I really like this cat, and he's been in the league for a few years now. And this year, he's been really, the other night against the Bulls, he had a 31-point game. I know it was a loss, but he's shown that he can pick up the scoring. And for this being his third season, I thought he'd have more of a role. He'd be 25 minutes. I thought they'd be running Luka at, maybe Jalen out there with Luka. And I get that they have Finney-Smith, who I'm not wild on Finney-Smith. I think they should trade for somebody. I really would like them to find. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is the ideal player they'd like in there, and like his potential being a guy who could hopefully stretch for, like PJ Washington be awesome, or Marvin Williams when he was playing really good, DeMarre Carroll, guy who can hit 3-pointers and play defense, which Finney-Smith is, and he's been showing that he can do it. I've just never been a huge fan of Finney-Smith, and I know he shot 37% last year, and he's been playing really good defense and a really good pass interceptor and been stealing the ball a lot. I personally just don't like him. Like, I think it's like fine. Like you can have your own personal opinion on him. But yeah, I think the interesting thing about this team is when Kristaps comes back, what is this team going to be like? How good and how dominant are they going to be? And yeah, I think Luka has a chance of winning the MVP this year. Is it Doncic or Doncic? Let me know. Is it Doncic or Doncic? I feel like everyone's going to hate me for however I say it. I got like berated in a video one time. They're like, this kid can't say Luka's name correctly. But yeah, I think Luka has a chance of winning MVP. I think obviously in like 6 games, you can't really give him a good, accurate, reading on that stuff. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you guys really do enjoyed this content I made today. But I'm just hanging out, chilling, feeling like a boss, chilling like a villain. But you made it to the end of the video. I'm just milking this to 8 minutes. Just said my last upload just failed to upload, so I'm like trying to redo it. We're over here trying to get this thing up in the air. Boom. We're adding the tags and everything. Let's copy this. Boom. You guys are just listening to this because I gotta just milk this to 8 minutes, and I don't really have anything else to talk about, so this is where we're at. Me just bantering about nothing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just kind of get it to 8 minutes. But that's it from me today, guys. I hope you guys really did have a good day and good start to the new year. I have. YouTube channel's been blowing up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great one because I know I will. Until next, guys. Peace out.